Next time by, Will Dykes giving them one to go before we go green flag racing.
All right.
Shannon Etheridge, Dan Bennett on the front row. Going to bring them to green. Catching up to the field is the 34.
Getting ready to come back for the restart here. Down the back straightaway. It will be a complete restart as well. A complete restart. No laps were complete, so they will have to re-rack them and restack them. Here we go with Shannon Etheridge. Dan Bennett on the outside front row. Bennett got a little bump from Etheridge. Hammer down goes 21 from Carnesville. He powers away. He'll take the lead in the whole shot as they roar to turn one, Michael Patton. We're underway.
Shannon Etheridge down the back straightaway. We're holding off that lead from Dan Bennett. Dan Bennett in the second spot. J.J. Garrett, the Georgia Nightmare. And the top side there in turn 4. Looking to his inside is the 47 car.
Coming across the line. We are one lap in officially now. Shannon Etheridge out in front. Dan Bennett in second spot. Here comes Tim Ladd driving the number 10 machine up the outside lane. He'll carry J.J. Garrett with him like it's Maverick and Goose off a Top Gun. They'll come off the corner. On the inside comes Bennett. Powering to the bottom. Etheridge hammer down, pulls away. He's back to turn 1.
Etheridge is still hanging on to the lead over Dan Bennett. Tim Ladd, J.J. Garrett still battling for that third spot. J.J. Garrett off the back straightaway back on the track. Staying in line right behind them.
Down the back straightaway they go into turn number 1 and 2. Now they hit the back straightaway. Shannon Etheridge still out in front. Second spot, Dan Bennett. Here comes Dan Bennett on the inside. Michael Patton looking for the lead as they go to the back stretch and exit off of turn 4. Other cars were watching through the field. Shannon Etheridge, Dan Bennett, Tim Ladd, J.J. Garrett, John Smart, your top 5. Great
Tim
battle
Ladd
for second off turn 2.
Tim Ladd diving to the inside around Dan Bennett trying to take that second spot. Still holding in the groove right there in the middle at the bottom of the track. Coming around.
Trouble. Turn number 2. Car goes around. Contact was made there with that 0 car. He got collected by the number 20. Had nowhere to go. And the yellow flag will come out. That's Ray Whitener. Ray Whitener out of Pelham, Alabama. And we go under the yellow flag.
How long will the race last?
It'll start at 12 noon, 12:30. We should probably be done with 8 classes by 8 o'clock.
12 to 8 tomorrow. And then today will be by midnight.
Maybe between 11 and 12.
Well, no, tomorrow will be 8 Eastern Standard Time. Tonight will be midnight. Okay?
All right, getting ready to go back for the restart here. Michael, again, just that number 20 car. Whitener just simply lost it, spun around, had nowhere to go, and he doesn't look like he's got any damage on that car. He'll just going to pick up the pieces if he has any damage and just keep right on rolling again. Yeah. And look who's back out again, the 8R car, Pinto, Mr. Sam Ramsey from Mount Bello, Alabama.
Well, good. Sam Ramsey back out there. Good to see that. Yeah, the 20 car was having a problem a minute ago. Him and Mark Dutton was getting together over here. And about turned Mark around, but Mark got it back underway and back out front. So, tough break for the 20, having some problems here in the early going of this 25-lap feature race.
And we are right now working lap number 5. 5 laps are in, 20 to go. So we will get ready to come back for the restart here in just a moment.
And I was just told, too, by someone, Mike Head, that we was talking about earlier, is going to have bypass surgery on Monday. So he's having surgery done on Monday. So prayer is going to look to Mike Head and his family, having heart surgery done on Monday. All right, we're going green flag next time by. Green flag next time by. Green flag's in the air.
For these features, yes. Probably not the Super Late Model race because there's 1 and 2.
So we need consolation money.
No, actually, we probably will pay out. All the features running tonight will probably pay out.
All the features running tonight, which would be
KMSA, Street Stock, Super Late Model,
okay, so the last 4.
John Smart still. Hold on, we're under caution again. Under caution.
Yeah, we're back under yellow flag. You could have used that one. Your mic was on.
Okay, well,
I just turned my mic off. The meeting of the minds was not involving you.
No, excuse me. If it's an AB conversation, I will see my way in it.
No, you're good. You will see your way calling the race.
I'll see my big butt in it.
Under the caution flag again. Steve McMillan in the house. What's up, Steve? How you doing, brother? One of the officials of the KMSA. I haven't really had a chance to get to hang out with all my buddies we had a ball at Batesville, Arkansas last weekend. We had a fun time. Till the end of it, I guess. He's wearing his green shirt tonight, though. He got green luck, right? Money colors.
Yeah, KMS Mini Stock Feature Race, 25 laps. Super Late Model Qualifying coming up next. Super Late Model Qualifying coming up right after this. KMS Mini Stock. KMSA Mini Stock Feature Race. Super Late Model Time Trials coming up right after that.
Ladies and gentlemen, a quick reminder. I've been asked by Miss Evelyn to pass this message along from the East Alabama Motor Speedway Management. When you finish your feature races tonight, you turn your transponders in. Make sure you also show a valid driver's license at the payout window, Michael Patton. Again, when you come to get paid tonight, we'll call whenever payout's ready. Make sure you show a valid driver's license and turn in your transponder because it's not yours. It's the track's, unless you have your own. And you need to show a valid driver's license at the payout window. All right, Michael, back to that PSA announcement. We're about to go back to the racing. And no change in the top 5. Shannon Etheridge, Dan Bennett, Tim Ladd, J.J. Garrett, John Smart. They are your top 5 as it stands right now. Jackie Holden, Harley Holden, Jamie Madison, Ryan Bowles, and Daniel Booth, the top 10.
All right, we're going green. This time by Will Dice waves the green. We're going green. Here to come, Shannon Etheridge.
Now, I talked with Mark Newton just briefly, Michael, during the downtime. Trouble. Holden's car goes around, goes a couple other cars. We go into yellow again. Ramsey's car is off the pace in the Pinto number 8 of the front straightaway. And under caution. Caution involves the 218 of Daniel Booth and car number W5. And that is the W5 of Jackie Holden.
Mark Newton sitting in the top 10.
You can sit on the chair. Can you not sit in? If I move the table?
She can sit in that chair.
She stands up when she videos. She's like us when we announce. She's like us when we announce. She stands up when we video and announce at the same time. Billy Thomas, hello. Blue. May I have your attention, please? There is a blue SR5 Toyota with a Scott Bloomquist tag on the front. A blue SRS Toyota with a Scott Bloomquist tag on the front. You have left your door open. Unless you got a die-hard battery, I would suggest you go shut it. And shut your door.
But if you don't, you might not have a truck when you go back out there.
Junk in the trunk and all that, right?
Yeah, somebody might pull off with that truck.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming back to 1 to go. This time by had a caution, back to green, caution, back to green.
All right, we're going green. Next time by green. Next time by Will Dyke showing them the green to go. 1 to go signal. Shannon Etheridge will bring them to the green once again. Right behind him, Dan Bennett, Tim Ladd, J.J. Garrett, and John Smart, your top 5.
Swinging it. All right, we're back to green. Down the front straightaway they go. Etheridge out in front. Here comes Dan Bennett on the inside. He'd really love to win this race here, this $2,000 payday for the Cajun Mini Stock Association. Powers down the back straightaway. Here comes Tim Ladd in the Northeast Georgia Nightmare. J.J. Garrett on the inside looking for the lead. 4 cars. Throw a blanket under him. Garrett goes to the inside. Michael Patton, we're battling for the lead. They're making contact out of 2.
Tim Ladd all in the back of Dan Bennett that time coming out of turn.
And we got a caution. Trouble.
Caution on the speedway.
The V2 The Roman number V2 of Brandon Phillips out of Clinton, Tennessee has spun. We go back under caution again. 7 laps in, 18 to go. Cautions, breed cautions, breed cautions, breed cautions.
Top 4 battling for that top spot that time. Hard battle up front between Shannon Etheridge, Dan Bennett, Tim Ladd, and J.J. Garrett. Martin Newton, the Mad Dog, sitting back there.
And you know, Michael, Mark Newton, good friend of mine, friend of yours. I do the voiceover for the Mini Stock Minute Live. I do all of the promos, his commercials. You're a frequent guest on the show. We tune into the show, the Mini Stock Minute Live. But, this race is so special to him. Not only, number one, losing Duck, his father, this year. But second of all, he has tried for 19 times. He has tried, coming back to green here. Maybe not. That car, it looks like it might be off the pace, or he's going to go to the tail end of the field.
I think he's going to fall to the tail end.
But again, as we get ready to come back to green, Mark, Newton, Michael Patton, has tried 19 times to win a portion of the Alabama State Championship. This is try number 20. He had to go from the tail.
Green flags in there. We're back underway.
And right now, he's in 10th.
Yeah, it's Shannon Etheridge. Dan Bennett moving to the inside of Shannon Jarrett. Here comes Tim Ladd. Up to him. Tim Ladd all beside Dan Bennett right there in that 32. Dan Bennett dives to the inside to get around Shannon Etheridge. Looks like we might have a new leader.
Wow. Dan Bennett powers to the lead.
Dan Bennett goes to the lead. Tim Ladd standing in that low groove around this 3. It's High Bank Oval here at East Alabama Motor Speedway. Dan Bennett standing in that high groove. J.J. Garrett
off of turn 4. They'll come to the line, Michael. We got a car off the pace. Bottom of the racetrack. He's throwing his hand in the air. He's got a problem waving. Car number 3, the H3 of Harley Holden. His car is off the pace. He'll turn it into the infield pit area. We'll stay green. There's a great battle for the lead, led by Bennett. He's not in it. He wants to win it. Off turn 4, Michael.
Here they come. Dan Bennett is your leader. Tim Ladd right behind him, followed by Shannon Etheridge and J.J. Garrett.
And the 21 of Jeff Dean, that car is off the pace as well. The native out of Helena, Alabama. That's a brand new car. He was in a car number 35 last weekend, now in Arkansas. Now he's in a car number 21 as they flip-flop and slide job and change up their blaze for the lead. To the inside goes Etheridge, battling J.J. Garrett. That's the Etheridge Motorsports Stables battling for 3rd and 4th. While that goes on, battle for the lead. Tim Ladd's on the inside of Dan Bennett. Bennett gets sideways, goes up the track. To the inside of the crossover goes Tim Ladd in 10. Our 4th different leader of the race so far. We're only on lap 13. We're finally halfway home, Michael.
Tim Ladd drained the lead, then about lost it in turn 1. Shannon Etheridge about getting back around him. Here they come, Dan Bennett, I'm sorry. Dan Bennett in your 2nd place.
Back across the line. Garrett. Yes, sir. Out in front, car number 10. Tim Ladd looking to try to get his first ever Alabama State Championship victory, as now the 97 machine pulls into the pits of Jamie Madison. Jamie Madison goes to the pits. They'll come to the line. Another lap on the board.
Tim Ladd leading the lap that time by J.J. Garrett and Dan Bennett having to thread a needle around the lap car.
Field comes across the stripe with still Dan Bennett trying to run down the machine of Tim Ladd. And in the process, J.J. Garrett is running him down for the number 2 spot. Meanwhile, there's 10 laps to go. Battle for second heats up. Garrett's on the inside. To the outside is Bennett. Top 3 cars starting to close in on lap traffic. Back marker cars, and they're missed, Michael, off of turn 4. And there's contact. Garrett gets into Bennett. Bennett spins. Garrett just misses contact with Bennett's backside of his car as it hits the inside pit retaining wall, and the caution's got to come out over the speedway.
Caution on the speedway.
And my apologies, Michael. Yeah. He got clipped just a little bit. Garrett's got some damage on the right rear spoiler or the quarter panel.
Just enough damage not to worry about. So just clipped a little bit, just got a little bit, because it could have been worse, because if he'd have been coming any faster backwards, he could have tore that car, both cars up. So Back right into the little rear damage on the right rear right there. Little J.J. Jarrett got a little scratch. Put a Band-Aid on him. He's done. He's been okay.